episode of An Anthropologist Watches. Glitterandlazers. Woo! One of the final episodes. I'm pretty sure this is actually the last one I'm going to record. So, I got my favorite outfit out. I love this dress. It's like a Disney princess style dress. We like. So, I did have a different video planned to edit and put up. It's actually one of Anna's clothing hauls. It's the one where she went to Walmart. I don't I don't really like the clothing hauls only because I don't like Anna's style to begin with. So, and secondly, I'm not that into the fashion, I guess, is my thing. So I have nothing to say. So, but I did film it. I will edit it. I will put it up and you guys can tell me what you think. But I watch Chikara Transformations and I noticed that she put up a video of Anna working out. And I'm always interested in what Chikara has to say. So I went and looked at it. And apparently, this is a recent video that Anna put up 6 days ago, as of today. And Anna has apparently become a personal trainer overnight. And Anna is now making her very own plus size, no equipment beginner's workout at home. I didn't know she had any credentials to do this other than she's been doing that co-pilot thing. So apparently Anna's going to be teaching obese women how to work out at home because she's some kind of expert now. Who knew? I mean, I guess it really is as simple as declaring yourself an expert and then touting it until someone calls you on your shit. So that's going to be interesting to watch. But I did watch Chikara's critique of it, and I thought about watching that critique with you guys, but really, I think I'm just going to watch it on my own. And then there's a couple clips, there's a couple things Chikara has to say that I will cut in because I think it'll be funny. But for the most part, we're just going to watch this together, and you get to hear my critiques of it. I know that she does the workout in real time, so I will probably cut out good chunks of her actually doing the workout because it's repetitive. But as far as like the explanations and things, and I'm going to be repeating some of the things that Chikara had said because they're pretty much the same thoughts I was having. I, unlike Chikara, am not a personal trainer, so I think it's interesting that I'm having the same observations that somebody who's technically qualified to train other people see, because it tells me that these are pretty self-evident things. But anyway, before we get any further, I am an anthropologist by training. I am a retired archaeologist. Those are my credentials. And I want to say thank you to everybody who is supporting the channel. Unfortunately, my friends, this is the end of Halloween. So if you joined in October and you see me being goofy in the intros, I mean, I'm still fun, but we're not doing this all the time. But we might be doing something fun for Christmas. Maybe. Anyway, thank you to all of my subscribers. You all rock. Thank you to my members. You rock as well. And thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. I do want to say this. I want to say this real quick because I find this weird about Glitterandlazers' subscriber count versus the number of likes she gets. They're very low. Like, she's got 1.93 million subscribers, and she's only got 1.5k likes on a video that's 6 days old. And out of that, she's only got 22k views on it. You know, I don't know. I feel like those numbers are really low considering how many subscribers she has. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I just don't know how this game's played. Anyway, let's see. She is going to be sped up. I have sped Anna up to time and a quarter, as is tradition. And yeah. Let's get physical. If that song's not playing in your head, let's get physical. Anyway, sorry. Let's go. Somebody said I was cringy in a good way. I love you. I'm sorry. I'll work on the cringe.
So today we're doing a series of workouts that are going to be 45 seconds on and 15 seconds off. And we're going to do them in sets. The first set is going to be really easy. So to get our blood pumping, we're going to do a warm up. And this is just to make sure your muscles are...
There's like no intro to this. She just straight jumps into, we're going to do 45 on, 15 off. Like, there's no, why are we doing this? Who the hell are you? Why are you qualified to be telling me how to work out? What are these workouts going to do for me in the long run? Why should I be following your workout of all workouts? And I cannot explain to you why, but this freaking hinged door thing in her house makes me irrationally upset. I hate it so much. And I know that has nothing to do with her whatsoever. But anyway, where does Anna lives in Texas? Why does she have this? Oh, because it's a barn door. Never mind. It makes sense now.
Are ready to go. So this is how I start each and every workout. And honestly, some of the things that used to be my actual workout are now in my warm-up. So we're going to do an overhead to floor.
Okay. Anna has workout videos from the past that she does. She's shown us how heavy impact her workouts are. She's obese. I mean, there's no other way to get around it. She's morbidly obese, so anything she does needs to be incredibly low impact because she has the potential to really screw herself up otherwise. Um, Anna also recently had surgery, which she briefly mentions in this video, and I tell you what, I had to scour Google to figure out what flippin' surgery she had. And there's a one-off post on her Instagram talking about how she had to go in and basically had the same surgery I done. Basically had the same surgery I had done. She's had the same surgery. I hope that made sense. So she's talking about later on how she has to like be really careful with herself about her recovery and yada 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 yada. I don't know if it's because she's so morbidly obese, because when I was recovering from surgery, I wasn't allowed to heavy lift. Like, I wasn't supposed to be lifting weights, and the doctor was like, otherwise you're fine. So I could do anything that was like arms related, but nothing that was like pelvic related. And I wasn't allowed to have any adult fun times for 2 weeks. So, but after 2 weeks, I was good. Everything was fine. So, I mean, she had basically the same surgery I did. So I don't know why her recovery sounds like it's so much more intensive. But the only difference between her and I is that she's got like 3 of me hanging off of her. So
Stretch for 20 seconds. We're going to do a body weight good morning. And again, we're going to do this exercise for 20.
Okay. Again, I watched Chikara Transformations. Chikara was like, yeah, but that's not a good morning.
That's not a good morning, though.
And apparently this is a back extension and calf extension exercise to warm up. But she demonstrates it with her using a low weighted barbell, which I'm going to start using free weights soon. So Anna's form is crap. Anna's form's always been crap. Most of the time, the stuff Anna's doing, it's so inconsequential that her crappy form isn't going to do much. This is one of those, especially at the rate she does it. Remember, I have her spout up to a time and a quarter, but she's still like headbanging her way through this good morning, and it's gonna pull something. You know, she's gonna tear something, like her back or something like that.
20 seconds. Keeping with that theme, we're going to do a walking Frankenstein, which is where you literally walk like Frankenstein for, you guessed it, 20 seconds. Now this one's a little bit of a challenge, and if you're new to working out, I wouldn't suggest doing this without some type of support. But we're going to do a walking lunge. Now, if you're really nervous about this and you're like, oh, I cannot do that, you can actually grab onto a countertop or somewhere else for stability and just go as low as you can in a static.
I don't know what she thinks she's doing, but I don't like lunges. They hurt my knees. There is no way in hell you're going to convince me that doesn't hurt. She barely has the stability for it. Her posture's absolute crap. And I mean, her knees are going down as far as I think they're capable of going, but that's not how you do a walking lunge. It's called a walking lunge because you move. It's not called a walking lunge because you literally walk. It's not the Department of Silly Walks.
Magnet lunge. Don't try a walking lunge. Okay, let's go.
And then, okay, so when she comes back up, she overextends her back the opposite direction. See? That's not how you do anything like this. I have yet to see any exercise, body weight or weight assisted, where you extend your back you don't arch your back all the way back. Like I've never seen any of them like that. And as a matter of fact, anytime I see somebody do this and I'm watching one of the numerous influencers that I watch, they all say, don't do this. It'll hurt your back. You'll throw your back out. You'll overextend your back. And Anna routinely does this whenever she's working out and she's doing something that's back bend related. She always overextends the opposite direction. So it's a small miracle to me that Anna hasn't hurt herself.
Well, I don't know what the fuck this is. This exercise just looks painful to me.
That's me.
See, and she buckles her knees too a few times.
Even go faster.
And these aren't warm-ups aren't meant to go fast. Unless you're doing something like jogging in place. I mean, obviously, but most warm-ups are for stretching purposes. And this is another one of those for stretching purposes. You're not supposed to do these as fast as humanly possible because, again, that's a really great way to ruin your lower back. I really don't mean to be mean. I really don't, because it's just going to come off mean. But she's done, what, 4 repeats of 2 lunges in a row? And she's breathing heavy. She's, like, winded.
Now that our body is all nice and warm, it's time
I could have lived without that, thanks.
to get into the workout. Now, this is a great workout because you can do it at home and you don't need any weights. Plus,
why is she talking like she's some kind of expert? Why is she talking like she's become a coach on Copilot and she's trying to sell her new workout routine on Copilot? Like, Anna is not qualified for any of this. Like, it's cool that it would be different if she was like, hey, I'm going to share with you my Copilot workout. That would have preempted this nicely. Like, Beatrix Caruso does Copilot as well, and she'll tell you, this is my Copilot workout, and then she'll show you some of the things that she does. I don't think she's ever shown us a complete workout. But she will show what she does, but she'll tell you, this is my Copilot workout. Beatrice never comes out and is like, okay guys, I'm an expert. I'm going to show you how to do low impact body weight workouts at home. Just follow along. Which is exactly what was happening here. It's like she's some kind of fitness guru all of a sudden, and we should listen to her. When her form is crap and she's winding herself just doing 2 lunges in a row.
Plus, it's also a good workout for someone who's just starting. I'm coming back from surgery and I need to be very careful about how I use my body. And this is
what does that even mean? Maybe she had some weird kind of complication during the surgery. Now that I know what surgery it was, maybe something weird happened and so she needs like extra recovery time. Because honest to God, my recovery time was 2 weeks and I was really okay within the first week. The doctor just wanted to be extra careful. The only thing I couldn't do was like lift heavy, which I don't do anyway. So it wasn't an issue.
a great workout for that because it's going to allow me to build strength without pushing too hard or damaging anything. So let's get into it. The first set is going to be comprised of 3 exercises.
You're going to damage a lot if you keep doing things with such crap form. Excuse me.
We're going to have a step jack, a high knee, and then also an elevated.
Okay, so she moves from doing the rotation on the high knee to just sticking her hands out and basically doing the Frankenstein again.
Plank with a knee tap.
And that, my friends, I don't care what you say, that is not a plank. There's nothing plank-like about this. Excuse me.
Now, if this feels a little bit too difficult for you, you can always just switch to a high knee tap.
Why is she telling us how to do exercises as if She understands how things need to be modified for various experience levels. Her experience level is lower than mine.
Let's get into it.
See, and she's obviously following what I'm going to guess is her co-pilot workout. So she's just teaching us her co-pilot workout. Like, should she be doing that? I mean, technically, aren't these things supposed to be proprietary, which is why you pay for them? I don't know. Okay, that winded her. I'm just stunned. Well, she started out fast and then immediately slowed down. She's like, 1, 2, 1, 2. What, you can't do the...
I am definitely out of shape right now. And I hate it. I'm definitely
She's not even getting her knees up anymore.
out of shape right now, but you know what? This process of getting back in shape starts with this.
Maybe, call me crazy. Maybe you shouldn't have used the video where you're clearly doing your workout for the first time in however long as the video where you're showing us how much of an exercise expert you are. I'm just saying, maybe not the best choice.
Remember that. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Remembered when this.
Your knee is supposed to touch your hand, not your hand, your knee. You're not supposed to reach down and slap your knee. You're supposed to bring your knee up to your hand.
This was easy.
She can't even keep her arms. She can't even keep her arms in place.
God. Oh my fucking god, John, why is this so hard?
What is the point of that? Why would you leave that in? Is it supposed to be relatable? Like, oh wow, yeah, I get so winded doing 20 knee highs in a row. I see that part of the problem with the knee taps is that she literally can't get her knee any higher. Like she seems to be physically incapable of raising her knee even to her hip level, which I'm assuming has something to do with the morbid obesity and hopefully isn't like a permanent thing. I hope. But she's not even in a plank anymore. She's like, I guess you would call it a jack now. Like a plank is a line. You should be making a line. She's like nearly at a 90-degree angle, you know? Okay, you do you, man. And again, the point isn't to bring your hand to your knee, it's to bring your knee to your hand. So like, she keeps moving her hand down to touch her knee because she can't get her knee up, but it's like the point is to get the knee up, not the hand down. One thing I am noticing more and more as I watch more Anna is she's like very negative. But she tries to couch it in a way where she's like funny. You know, she's trying to be funny right now, but really what she is frustrated and she's uncomfortable. And I know this because I used to be like this too. Not her weight, but when I was heavier, and I would start to get embarrassed about the fact that I was not physically capable of keeping up with everyone. I would start to get kind of surly and to make it seem like I wasn't really being like a cranky bee. I would try to make it funny and it doesn't come off that way. You just come off as being a negative bee because you're being a negative bee. And that's what she's doing here. Like she's trying to cover up the fact that she's incredibly uncomfortable and she's embarrassed with herself by trying to be funny. And it's just not working for her. But she's like this a lot. Especially anytime anything physical is included. And then later on she'll be like, well, it wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be, but I'm very proud of myself because I did it anyway. And it's like, why are you always so proud of yourself for doing nothing?
I always talk about how consistency is really important. Let this be a lesson. All of this used to be super easy for me. And then a couple weeks off. And here I am.
A couple weeks? Girl, there is no reason why you couldn't do this anywhere where you're at. There's nothing, you don't need any equipment for any of this. And you don't even need a lot of space. Like, so why weren't you doing your exercise? I guess physical recovery and all that, but I also feel like if she had reached out to her co-pilot person, that they probably would have come up with something low impact that she could have done, like yoga. I asked my doctor directly if I could do that, and she was like, "Yeah, that's fine." You know, literally the only thing I wasn't allowed to do was, that. And that was pretty much it. So I'm confused about her recovery process, but since she hasn't even mentioned what surgery she had, I had to dig for it, and that was really hard. Um I highly doubt she's going to share with us what the actual recovery process is supposed to be, which you're allowed to have privacy, but I mean, if you're not going to tell us about what the surgery was, maybe stop mentioning that you had surgery, because everybody's just going to assume it was for weight loss, and it's not. So, because that's what I was like, she had surgery? She had weight loss surgery? And I was like, no, it was for um, removing precancerous tumors, basically.
This is real, guys. I mean, I know the intro was very happy. It was before this. This is before I knew this was coming.
You are okay. What? You didn't know what your workout was before you started doing your workout? I feel like you could check that. Also, it sounds like you could adjust the breaks so that they didn't have to be 15 seconds. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's something her coach does. I don't know. I'm trying to think how long I take in between sets. I'll have to count because I really don't think I take more than like 15, 20 seconds in between sets, mainly because I don't want to be on the equipment that long. Some of those guys get in there and they like camp out on the damn machine, and it's always the machine I need to use. And it's just like, dude, how long of a break do you need in between sets? Jesus Christ. But yeah, so I try to get in there and knock my stuff out at a reasonable speed, but I'm trying to think. I don't think I break more than like maybe 30 seconds in between, because I've been told that if you do that, you lose the benefits of the exercise if you break for too long. But whatever.
So, I'm slowing my pace a little bit because
No.
I'd rather keep going than stop. And I would say if you feel overwhelmed with a workout, sometimes just doing it slower is the solution for continuing and getting like the exercise you need in. This is not fun to feel back at the beginning, but I won't progress if I don't keep doing it. So this is me just trying to be committed because I really freaking care.
So this is now turning from Anna is a workout expert and we should do everything she says to do because we'll get buff and awesome, buff and svelte like her, to Anna hasn't been working out and so she's out of shape again. And now doing even basic stuff is winding her, and she's proud of herself to just keep pushing, because consistency is key. She's not wrong about the consistency part, but like when I'm not feeling it and I just make myself go to the gym anyway, which happens, and I put in just like the shittiest workout. Like sometimes I'm like, if I just put 15 minutes in on the treadmill, we'll call it a day. I'm not proud of myself, but I know that if I keep the habit going, like I'll have fewer and fewer of those days, you know? Eventually it'll just be like, well, I'm at the gym, time to do the circuit kind of a thing, which is where you want to be. I don't know. But I guess my biggest thing is, why would you post this? Like, why would you post this? What is the benefit of posting this other than you needed content?
And I know how I feel. Oh God, I stopped. Collaborated and listened, and it's back with a brand new edition. I don't even know if that's the right word.
Next is 45 seconds of elevated knee tap.
Okay. Surgery really did a wonder on my body. Some BS.
Start.
The surgery, okay, I don't know what I whatever. I'm not going to keep harping on the surgery. The surgery is a very convenient excuse for her. That's all I've got to say. And I assume we're going to be blaming the surgery for another couple weeks yet. So,
Seconds of wall sit.
Okay, we're through with our first set of exercises, and we're gonna jump into our second set of exercises. Now,
so are these weird peppy in between cuts like of her before she started working out? Because she doesn't look overly stressed here, and she's way too excited about the wall sit squat. So I'm guessing she filmed these either before or after she actually worked out, and then she did the workout.
Now this is a little bit different because it has active movements and also the opposite of active movements. I forgot the name, but
I forgot the name. But you should trust me anyway. Wow. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
we're gonna start with a wall sit, and then we're gonna do a squat shuffle, and then we're gonna end with a knee plank. And again, we'll
I'm gonna hold my comments until they pop up.
do this just like we did before, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and then a break in between each set, and we'll do 3 sets. Now it's time for set 2. Not even over yet.
Okay, so I think that answered my question of she must have filmed that either before or after she did the exercises. Because she's still pretty winded here. What's up, girlfriend? I don't think she's sitting at a 45-degree or 90-degree angle. I don't think she is. I think she has her legs out like at a, if this was her foot, at like a plank at like an angle. And of course she's like way leaning forward. You're supposed to keep your back flat against the wall, which is where the resistance comes in. She's not anywhere near the right. Her form's shit. She's not doing it right. There she goes.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, but you didn't do it right.
Okay, now I feel
Why would you make it?
Oh, I feel it.
That's time. Next is 45 seconds of squat shuffle.
Oh, you got kidding me, man. Okay, squat shuffle time.
Start.
This is nothing. I don't know what she's doing here.
Okay, first off, is she even squatting? Which it doesn't look like she is. And secondly, shuffling is like skipping to the side. So you like skip, 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 skip. You gotta bring your feet together, then bring them apart. Bring your feet together, then take them apart. Not literally stepping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, not squatting. She's not shuffling properly. She's leaning for. She leans so forward. She leans so much forward. It's like she's gonna fall over. Okay, here I know I'm being mean, but again, there's no. She's not in a plank at all. Like even a little bit. I don't even think she's on her actual knees. I think she's on the front of her thighs. Her back is rounded AF. I don't care about her head placement. But then this is the problem with this kind of stuff. There's no way she can get into a proper plank because she's physically in a shape that prevents her from achieving it. So what is even the point of this exercise?
A plank, you want to keep your spine neutral. She's not keeping a neutral spine. Yeah, she's on her elbows, but and like she's kind of like being supported like by her gut as well. So she's, I would say that doing a plank while you're this obese is a little bit pointless.
I skipped pretty much all of the workout, but I did notice, especially in this second round, that the further along she got in her sets, the more her face was definitely, well, first off, her form just like, it was bad to begin with, and it was just non-existent by the end. And then just her facial expressions, you could tell that she was in pain, and she was breathing really, really heavy. So she was clearly struggling a lot by the end of her workout. Now, I understand that when you work out, you want to push yourself and you don't want to walk out of the gym. Okay, you don't want to end, maybe you do want to walk out of the gym breathing normal, but you don't want to like end your workout breathing the same way you did when you started, because that means you didn't elevate your heart rate or you didn't really like push yourself. But you don't also want to sound like you're ready to fall over and die, I feel like. So there's that. So yeah, so now we're at the very end of it, and you can tell she's not happy. I'm starting to pick up on certain things about Anna's body language. So The nice thing about Anna is she does give us a lot of full body shots, so as you get like the whole body for the body language. But I am starting to pick up on things.
I'm definitely not where I used to be. That's okay. But
Was it though?
I'm glad I did it. And if I keep doing it, I'll get back to where I was. I'm feeling both proud and frustrated at the same time. Proud I pushed through and kept doing it. Frustrated that I'm not where I wanted to be. And I started this video thinking I was going to be this amazing guide to you. But honestly, I think...
Well, that showed. So you started off this video thinking you were hot stuff and you were going to show us all how you could just like burn your way through an exercise and how we should just follow you because you're perfect in every way, Anna. And then reality smacked you in the face and now you're trying really hard not to have a fit on camera. Why did you post this?
that ends up being true too. When you get started working out, it's not perfect. And you're going to not be able to do things, or things are going to be really hard and they're going to be filled.
Okay, here's my thing. And I think Chikara brought this up too. According to Anna, let's see, one of the videos she did was like 50 consecutive days of working out, something like that. She was on her 50th workout or something like that, implying that she'd been working out nonstop consecutively all this time. And she was even showing like before and afters of how well she had done like 3 months prior to the day she was showing us that video. And so she's been tooting her horn this whole time about how physically active and fit and all this good stuff that she is. And now she's saying that 2 weeks of not exercising and she's all the way back to where she started even before those 50 days of working out. I guess at least the cats aren't destroying the house this time. They're just playing musical doors. I took about 2 weeks off when I went to Salem. I didn't work out. And then the week after I got back from Salem, I was just kind of like, bleh. And so I didn't do anything that week either. I went back to the gym yesterday and I lowered my weight on the machines because I worried that I wasn't going to be able to lift like I do. Not that I lift heavy, y'all. Look, nothing was over 50 pounds except the leg presses, but that's a whole other thing. So I lowered my weight down a lot. And then when I started doing stuff, I was like, okay, maybe I was underestimating myself. So I jacked my weight back up to where it would have been before I stopped working out before Salem. And I was still able to do, 4 sets. 4 sets of 12 reps on pretty much everything, except for there was one machine that I clearly need to work those muscles out more. But that was one machine out of like 10, I think that I do. I do the machines. I don't do free weights because I don't. I'm just using myself as an example. Because I've been working out up to that point semi-regularly, at least as I'm getting to the gym at least 2 to 3 times a week. Because I had been doing that before I took my 2 weeks off to go to Salem, coming home from Salem and then chilling for another week after that, I was still pretty much able to hit the gym at the same intensity that I was before I left. So my point is, I'm calling bullshit on Anna exercising as regularly as she claims she has been exercising, or exercising at the intensity that she claims she's been exercising, because this, granted, again, she's like 3 of me, is not that difficult of a workout. But I guess if you're morbidly obese and incredibly out of shape, that this is clearly challenging. But it still wasn't that much. And she was winded just doing her warm-ups. So something's not adding up. I don't know Anna's body language well enough yet to start calling bullshit in the moment, but I'm starting to learn things. So Anna is disappointed that she's not showing us how much of a badass she thinks she is. And I think that level of embarrassment is bothering her more than anything. But I don't think Anna really is understanding that the reason why she didn't kill this the way she thought she was going to is because she wasn't putting the work in. And now she's going to blame, I'm sure, I don't know. I'm predicting she's going to blame her surgery and her recovery time for why she didn't do as well as she thought she could in this video. And again, she and I had basically the same surgery. I'm going to guess, I'm just going to be benefiting of the doubting here that her surgery might have been more complicated than mine just because she's again 3 of me. So maybe that complicated things and it's complicating her recovery. So there's that, but I mean, the end of it is none of these were that intense. So I don't really know why she wouldn't have been able to do most of it while she was healing. So I don't know. That's a discussion between her and her doctor, I guess. But yeah, I feel like it's just going to be a convenient excuse for her and a way for her to not own up to the fact that she's the one that wasn't doing the work.
Really frustrating. And I think maybe you need to see more videos like this with people struggling through things in the beginning or when they're coming back from an injury or whenever. Or when they're just trying something new, because that's so much part of the process and a part of the process we never see, right?
Okay, but usually when people do these videos where they're like showing us how they're struggling, they're usually saying something like, "Hey guys, I'm trying a new thing." And therefore, like the fact that they don't kill it the first time, most of them don't seem to come off being as frustrated and angry as you are right now. Or at least that's the people I watch. Maybe I just watch very positive people.
And so in my mind, when I was in the war, struggling at a workout that I thought would be easy, I debated. I'm even shaking. Like, how silly is that? It's not silly. I worked hard, but I was like, oh, I'm so
It's
embarrassed I
causing
didn't
the
share
light.
this. And the reality is that's exactly why I should share it, because sometimes just doing it is the win. So if you tried and you couldn't do it, you at least tried.
I hear Fat Acceptance and Amber and Anna say this to themselves a lot. I tried, ergo, I get the gold star. No. It's kind of going back to the tarts thing from the trip she just took to Finland. And she made these tarts, and this chef that was guiding them through their dinner making process. Go watch the video. Basically he comes over and he sees the work that Anna has done and it's not good. And she says, "Give me your honest opinion." And he goes, "Well, it's not good." And she got so upset that she ran off and hid in a corner and cried. And it was because she had wanted him to say, "Oh, you tried. Good job." That's what she wanted to hear. But I mean, I think this mentality of, "Oh, you tried, gold star." I don't think that's a really healthy mentality because you can try a lot of things and fail at them and that doesn't mean it's good, you know? Um Also, just because you're trying doesn't mean you're trying your hardest or trying your best. It just means you showed up, and I don't know if you really deserve a gold star for just showing up. Showing up is like the bare minimum. Um do I get a gold star every time I just go to the gym and manage to make myself walk on the treadmill for 15 minutes? I mean, like, I can't imagine doing less at the gym. Um, I don't berate myself if that's the day that I have. You know, it's all about consistency. But like yesterday, I feel like that was definitely like a bronze star day because I surprised myself at how well I did. But I did have to talk myself into it. Do I get a gold star for talking myself into it? Or do I get a gold star for doing the actual work and doing it the best that I could? Anna, this isn't, I don't, Anna just constantly wants ass pats for nothing. And it gets tiresome after a while. Like all this toxic positivity that she tries to project, it's fake. And it's clear that it's fake, you know? But yet she still wants that. reinforcement of good job, you did nothing but good job. Thanks for being here, Anna. Just your mere presence is enough for a win. Is it though?
And I'm sick of all this, like, perfect structure, perfect blah, blah, blah. You're never going to be perfect.
Okay, the reason why people get on you about your form being bad is because you could hurt yourself. It's not about being perfect, it's about not injuring yourself. Like, granted, most of the stuff she's doing right now is fairly low impact, but when you're like 600 pounds, it's gonna fuck you up hard if you sprain your back, if you twist your ankle, if you throw out your hip, if you take out your knee. These things are going to take even longer to heal because you're so big. And then, I mean, you think the surgery derailed your exercising. How about not being able to move at all? You know? People aren't on you for your form because they want you to be perfect. They're on you for your form because they don't want you to hurt yourself.
There will always be someone that critiques your form, your stamina, your fitness, what you've chosen to do.
Yeah, they're called trainers. You should probably get one.
But the thing that makes success is showing up and continually trying to do something and learning about what makes your body feel good. So that
No, if you, okay. Okay, no, that's bullshit. BS to the ninth. No. If all you ever do is turn up and do the bare minimum, you're not challenging yourself, you're not putting any resistance into it, you're not even doing the thing. You're not even doing the thing. You're just showing up and you're like, "Well, I'm here. Where's my gold star?" No. I'm sorry. If you're doing it wrong, you need to be critiqued so that you do it correctly because you don't want to get hurt and you want to see results. If you do it wrong, you're going to either hurt yourself and also not see results. Okay? If all you do is show up and do the piss poorest little, what was that, knee tapping pike thing that she was doing so horribly, she got nothing out of that. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, she was breathing heavy, so okay, maybe, but she got absolutely nothing else out of that. All right. That weird shuffling thing that she was doing, she got nothing out of that. She's gotten no, just, she seems to think just because she's breathing heavy that means she did something, and it's not. Okay? No, you don't. It's not enough to just show up. It's not. I'm sorry. If all you can manage is to show up, then that's fine for the time being, but you might want to like figure out why that's all you can manage. Do you just not want to do it? Is it too much for you? Do you need a different type of motivation? Like, no, I'm sorry, she's wrong.
that's what I did today. I'm super freaking proud of it. And now I'm going to take Data for a walk. And I'm going to celebrate the fact that I showed up for myself today. And if you showed up,
But you didn't show up for yourself today. You just showed up and then filmed it. And now you're doing this inspirational gaslighting at the end of your video so that we don't go back and look at how freaking terrible your workout was, you know? And okay, so you did this really crappy, terrible workout. Are you going to do the same thing tomorrow? Like, if your form is never improving and neither is your workout, are you even getting anything out of it? Like, what's even the point? I'm not saying you have to be in it to win a marathon, but like, if you join a marathon and you know that all you're gonna do is like take 2 steps every like 5 minutes, then why are you even there?
up for yourself, you deserve a celebration too. Okay. Check you guys later. Peace.
That was awful. First off, she comes on acting like she's some kind of fitness guru and that like we should follow along with her because she's gonna show us how much of an expert she is and how, we're gonna get to be just as snatched as she is by doing these low impacts, yada yada yadas. And then it's not even one full round into the exercises and she's already crumbling from being out of shape, basically, which tells me that she's not doing these exercises. Like, this is maybe not new to her, which she did kind of act like she had no idea what to expect from her exercises. Like, she was like, I didn't realize the breaks were only 15 minutes or 15 seconds. I mean, aren't you the one that programmed it? Shouldn't you know what your exercise routine is before you go into it? So it's just so that completely destroys this image that she was trying to project forward of her being some kind of fitness influencer. And then at the end, after showing us what a miserable workout she had and complaining about it the whole damn time, then at the end, she's like, but it's okay, you guys, because I showed up. I deserve gold medal, all the stars, standing ovation, and accolades because not only did I show you my crappy workout, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway because like you need to see how people struggle and yet they still keep working out with their crappy workouts like me because I know I didn't do anything correctly and all of my forms were disgusting and I couldn't even do the full workout, but I I showed up for myself. Did you? Did you though? All right. This just further reinforces that whole first person narrative main character syndrome that Anna lives in. Like she really definitely lives in a world that is Anna centric, which you can argue that that's how everybody lives, but Anna really does have a world where everything just kind of revolves around her and it's just all about all her all the time. So there's that. And this workout thing just kind of reinforced it. Like if I had made a video, if I'd gone in to make a video like this and then my workout had just completely demolished me by the end of it, and it wasn't in a way where I was like, wow, I really got something out of that, but man, I am wrecked. I wouldn't have shared it with you guys because it's not something I want you to see. But for Anna, any attention is good attention, unless it's people critiquing her and criticizing her because that's apparently evil, wrong, bad. Anna can't take criticism apparently. So I guess she takes it better than Amber does because we haven't gotten an entire length video of her lecturing us yet. And she's been making videos a long time, so but it's just that kind of crap. Like any attention is good attention for Anna, so anything about Anna is what we need to know. And if we don't agree that Anna is the coolest, bestest, hardest working, neatest person on the planet, then we're just wrong. We're just negative Nancy's and we're just toxic and we're just wrong because clearly we don't see how awesome she is. It's just that kind of mentality and that's just kind of like the energy she gives off. I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting that she had this video where she's trying so desperately to be like the fitness influencer, the fat exerciser. And like by the end of it, she's just like proving everything everyone says about fat people working out. And not even fat people, obese people working out. Like you need to start slow. You need to do very low impact. And you probably should be working with someone in person because your form is very important, especially in the beginning when you're learning to do stuff, because how you learn to do your form, it's easier to learn correct form in the beginning than to correct poor form later on. And that's why everybody critiques her about her form. Anyway, if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a barbell or your favorite exercise equipment down or exerciser down in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think. Are you inspired? Are you gonna go follow along with Anna's workout now? Have you decided that you too are now a fitness influencer and that you are now yourself going to go start making exercise videos to inspire those around you? Let me know down in the comments section. And while you're down there, you may as well hit the thumbs up button and subscribe because you've made it this far. You may as well stick around. And I will see all of you in the next one. Bye.